So what was the FBI raiding John Paul Miller's house for? Well, we now have an idea, but first, here's how the day went. Early yesterday morning, I got a tip that there was a crime scene at the entrance of John Paul Miller's neighborhood, across the street on land owned by Solid Rock Ministries. Now, this land is where John Paul Miller was going to build a new church. That crime scene involved a dark vehicle, and according to sources, a dead body was found by that vehicle. Now, Horry County officials tell us this is in no relation to the raid yesterday. But as soon as that scene was cleaned up, FBI agents moved in, literally moments after the scene was done with. That's when I called neighbors of John Paul Miller to confirm what was going on. And this is the footage that they showed me. This is the moment that FBI agents pulled up to John Paul Miller's house and surrounded it. They spent over 5 hours there, taking bags and boxes of evidence, including computers. According to a source connected to the investigation, this was a court-ordered raid, meaning they had plenty of evidence to get a warrant and move in on John Paul Miller. But exactly what was the raid about? Was this a financial raid? Or was this a raid in connection to John Paul Miller's now deceased wife, Mica? Well, according to a source directly connected, they tell us this. This is a part of interstate domestic violence. It's 118 prosecutions under 18 U.S.C. 2261, according to justice.gov. It says interstate travel to commit domestic violence requires the victim must be a spouse or intimate partner of the defendant. The defendant must have crossed a state line or entered or left an Indian country with the intent to injure, harass, or intimidate one's spouse or intimate partner. In the course of or as a result of such travel, the defendant intentionally commits a crime of violence, and the defendant causes bodily injury to the spouse or intimate partner. Spouse or intimate partner is defined in 18 U.S.C. 2266. But even still, with that source of information, people have questioned the authenticity of my reporting. Go figured. So let me show you a text message. I had another source send me, back in July, what the FBI were looking at. Take a look. It's the exact same thing we were sent yesterday. Now, if found guilty under this specific crime and an injury to a spouse took place, according to the government, life in prison.
God hates divorce, but why? According to everybody I've asked and the scriptures that I've found, it's because it hurts people. But does abuse hurt people? How do you think God feels about that?
I feel the way behind my eyes, lean towards the color that lies within. Nothing between you and I. Still you right there under my skin.
As I have been saying for many months, at the end of my videos, the FBI continues to investigate.
I've been away.